The new year is bringing a new look for GIAC exams. We're excited to announce that GIAC has enhanced its exam interface to offer user-friendly exam tools, an improved CyberLive experience, and modern design elements. Let's take a tour of this new interface that's designed with your exam experience in mind. Before we do that though, you'll notice when you're getting ready to start an exam or a practice test, brand new look that's consistent with the GIAC brand that you know. And the introduction and exam instructions are now broken down into step-by-step categories for clarity on the exam policies and procedures specific to the exam. So this is where a person can browse and discover key details about the exam before you get started. I'll click through these. I'm not going to pause on any of these because we'll be looking at the key features within the exam. But before I click through these, I wanted to point out that we've introduced dark mode that a person can use if they prefer. That can be toggled here on this screen. And then I'll show you again in the exam interface, a person can switch between these modes to whatever you prefer. So let's click through these. Key information here for people taking exams. All right. I'll just authenticate to the exam. Once you start your exam, in addition to the new look, you'll notice some new features and functionality. And the goal here is to make your exam experience customizable to the way you test best. So some of these new features, just the ones I want to highlight today, is the collapsible toolbar. And within that toolbar, there is the noteboard. This is persistent through questions where a person can take notes. The calculator, which a person can move. Settings to toggle dark mode or regular mode are found here, as well as how a person wants to receive answer feedback. This is a GXPN practice exam, and because it's a practice exam, answer feedback is something that is configurable. You can see no feedback, feedback if the wrong answer was chosen, or feedback for any and every item that a person sees. I'll choose no feedback for this use case. And notice that the take a break button is here, and that's available as long as a person has not skipped any items. So let's answer a question. Let's skip a question. And we'll see that take a break is no longer available until the skipped question is asked. So let's go back. We'll answer this. This is the next one in the queue that we'll answer. We've taken care of skipped questions, and now we can take a break. All right, time to resume the exam. And if I have feedback about a specific item, we've given the opportunity to submit question feedback right here in the interface. And you'll notice that we're looking at question 4, and this feedback is for question 4. So we're now able, and we're now offering people to give feedback for the item that they're looking at, whether it's a typographical issue or just a comment. And finally, we've made improvements to the functionality of our CyberLive questions. I mentioned before, this is the GXPN practice exam that we're looking at. The GXPN does have CyberLive items. And so here we are at one of those. You'll see that the question looks the way you expect with the question at the top, answer options below. But in this case, we can view the virtual machine, which is necessary to obtain the correct answer. Viewing the virtual machine is a different experience in this new interface, And I gotta say, this is just absolutely awesome because a person can interface with the virtual environment while seeing the context of the question in the same screen. This overlay is new. A person can minimize that if they need. A person can move this around, and we can go to full screen. So this is a real virtual machine. Taking effect in January 2022, the new modern design elements combined with improved functionality and features are going to give our candidates an exam experience that is customizable to the way they test best.